Hi there, Libra. Okay, so the sun is going to move out of your area of relationships and is going to move into the next sign to join Mercury, the communication planet, with communication, education, and creativity. And so as it moves into this area, it's going to highlight more on intimacy, a couple of different areas, a couple of different things in this area. Let's talk about intimacy first, because with Mercury there, it really encourages you to share with others. And, is intimacy about sex? Yeah, of course it is. Is it also about feeling safe enough to share your inner thoughts with someone? Yes. And that's more the type of intimacy that I'm focusing on here, because with the sun moving into this area, being very powerful, and communication planet Mercury here, then this does open up the airways, let's say, for you to have, more intimate discussions. And first of all, that intimate discussion can come just from you, okay? If it could be a discussion that you're having in the first instance to yourself, and just to clarify and to start noticing and acknowledge how you actually feel about things. Until we sort of stop and ask ourselves these questions, then, sometimes we just never touch on it. And I always remember one of my dear friends and teachers, Dr. John DeMartini, and I know a lot of people have said this, but I first heard it from John DeMartini, and he'd say, the quality of questions you ask yourself dictate the quality of your life. And I've come to believe that to be true. I didn't really understand it back at that time, many, many years ago. But yeah, so keep that in mind. This is the time for you to ask quality questions of yourself, okay? Now, there's a lot going on in your solar sixth house. There's a couple of different areas that this relates to. First of all, it is about work. Secondly, it's about having balance in your life, okay? And it's about looking after yourself. And as Venus and Mars, Jupiter and Neptune are all in here, so if you were thinking about doing a overhaul or an image overhaul, or focusing on doing something that's going to improve your health or your beauty or your well-being, this would be a really great time. Like the universe and stars supporting you in this area right now. So with Mars there, Mars helps you to put it into action. Okay, so one thing that I'd like to say here is, don't try to wait until it's the right time. Like, the right time is most likely right now. Okay, sometimes when you wait for the right time, then opportunity passes you by. So don't think about it too much. Like, to quote Nike, just do it. And don't try to over plan it. Like, make it up as you go. Like, just start doing something, and try to do one thing at a time, so you don't get overwhelmed. I try to do that, whether it's my one of my ongoing quests is always to drink more water. So sometimes in some weeks that's all I focus on, just like it's my main, well, not all I focus on, but my main focus, drink more water, and I line them up on my desk. And and then the more that you do it, the more that it's grounded in you, and the more that it becomes a habit, and then you don't have to focus on it as much. So a great time to do that. So it's also a great time to get organized on a work level. So even though I just said don't over organize when you think about making changes with your health, on a work level, it's good to sort of get organized and have your intentions. Like, last thing at night, what did you do today? Excuse me. How did that work for you? What can you do better? And set your intentions for the next day. Okay, so tomorrow my intention is to do this. So more organization in that sense. You know, of course, Venus is your ruling planet, and the position of Venus with a sextile from Mercury. You know, if you're looking for love, and who's not, and after all, you are Libra, so you know, you're always looking for love, and you know, because you're ruled by Venus, so you know that, you know, is there much else in life? It all starts from love, and it all starts from loving you first. So if you're doing that whole sort of overhaul with your presentation or your health and well-being, then that's going to just make you feel really good about yourself. And when you feel really good about yourself, that's when the door to attract someone pops open and they can walk through. Okay? All right, so I hope you have a great week. Please go ahead and subscribe and share. I would love it if you could do that. Thanks so much. Bye.